Well, let's work on this rooster's tail. Now, first of all, the rooster looks very out of proportion. His head looks way too big, but that's because my camera is at an angle to the painting. It's the only way that I can take a video while I'm working and you can see the painting and I can work and not be in the way of the camera. So you'll just have to forgive that. I showed you a picture of the stage that the painting is at before I got started here. The tail feathers have been washed in with a mixture of, these are magenta plus liquid, these are viridian green plus liquid, and these bluer ones are phthalo blue plus liquid. I washed those all in, that is now dry. Now I'm going to come back, I start painting the under feathers first. And this is a neat commission. My collector said the only stipulation she gave me on this is I want a colorful rooster with a colorful tail. So right now I'm putting in some feathers of dioxazine purple plus a little bit of white. That makes a nice rich purple. This is a purple that we just can't mix with our double primary palette. So I start working with this. Then I use a little bit of ivory black coming here, some of the darker. There are some actually black tail feathers that are coming down. And they give us a nice dark accent. But the rest of the feathers will be all brilliant colors. Now this is my magenta. Plus some white. These feathers come down, they have kind of a rounded tip. Again, now I'm just doing the underneath feathers first. Actually, I need a little darker mixture of my dioxazine purple. And this is the color. We use the Winton oil colors, and this Winton is actually, they call it a student grade oil paint, but we've used it, Jack used it on $60,000 portraits. They're good, rich colors. We've never had a problem with fading or anything, so don't let anyone tell you that this is not a good grade paint. Coming back in with some of that just dioxazine purple. Just to get some darks in here. Can't have light without darks, and this gives us some nice accents, that feather dark. And we'll have some dark ones up in here. Want to do the underneath feathers because these upper feathers then will cascade down over. And then we let some of this magenta come in here. And you can see on this large bright brush, it's a big brush, but I can use it sideways to make my tail feather. This feather comes around. Now right now I'm just getting these blocked in. I'll have to come back later and add some more highlights and stuff in them, but right now I just want to get basic feathers in there. Now this one comes under there. I just want to get a lot of color in there. Even add a little blue in here, just to give some coolness in the depth of those feathers. Now this is, and these feathers are come out. And this one, I don't worry about the feather on top because I'll paint that over. But And my background is still a little wet, so I can just fade some of those feathers off into that. Give them soft edges, which give the painting some movement. Make these feathers go back. It's fun painting these. I just love roosters. As I've said before, they're fun to paint. I haven't painted a big one like this in a long time. I was trying to remember, and I really can't. I'll have to go back in my records of paintings. So then we've got this is a magenta plus a little bit dioxazine purple. This feather's coming around. This one is coming in front of it, so it's catching a little light. And they separate. They have little separations. And in fact, what I'm going to do now, I've saved my background color, so I can come in here and I'm going to make a few separations in that feather, and I'm going to make these edges soft. Come back and clean up some of that, but see how I can make these soft edges. That just gives the feeling this rooster's tail is bouncing and flipping. He's got an attitude, so that tail those feathers are shimmering and shaking and little brush stroke there. I like the way that one kind of dry brushed over that. You get those happy accidents, you just try to save them. I'm going to bring a little bit of ultramarine blue plus white in here. Just gives us some different colors in there. Now this one I'm going to So we're getting these darker ones in there. Again, those under feathers are the purples, and then they'll go to the greens and the more phthalo blues, turquoise blues as we go up. This feather is actually start coming in, goes from the purple into some blue. This is turquoise phthalo blue plus white. It makes a nice deep turquoise blue. And that's a really pretty color with all the purples. I exaggerate the tails, and also a lot of these colors are colors that are not there, but this is a painting, and I'm the artist, and I can do that. Now I want to clean this up, and I'm going to make a little split in his tail there. Okay, let's start adding some of these greens and blues and stuff in here. This is a mixture of Viridian green plus white. I'm going to add a little bit of that turquoise blue into it in the underneath part. Bring some purple in here. Some of my blues left from my feathers on the wings. It's just fun to get some different colors in there. Again, this is my Viridian Green plus white. Blues. This is the turquoise phthalo blue, or phthalo turquoise blue, yeah. I'm going to make some of those little splits in his tail there. Not worried about it right now, I can come back and do that. This is, I've added more white into this. There's a rib down the center of these feathers. This is going to come into the green. Just because the feather starts out green doesn't mean it has to stay green all the way. We can just make any colors we want. Now this one is, it's a feather coming up like there, and I let it fade off at the end. And then this feather here kind of comes up and over. There's a nice little turn. And I paint these feathers pretty heavy so that you get some nice texture on them. Get this darker back here. See that brush, just really, I can use it sideways, then I can use the flat edge to make those broader strokes. Bring some of that Viridian Green down in here. That green looks really pretty against those magentas. The green, it's green and red. Green is the complementary color of red, and so the greens make that red purple appear brighter. The red purple makes the greens appear brighter. That's a lot of painting is planning your colors, particularly, or I find with mine, because I want the bright colors that make these my billboards of happiness. So I plan a lot of complementary colors to go next to each other. Okay, I'm going to have a dark blue and then under here, or not dark blue, but my turquoise blue, come down. My brush picked up a little bit of the magenta there, but that's okay. As the feathers curve over, that's usually where the highlight is. Now this one's going to get light as it comes down. It's up, the upper part's in the shadow of the other feather. And then this one is also the shadow up there, but then as it comes around, it comes out of that shadow. Do one of our turquoise pieces there. Now the roosters have a little white here. I'm not going to worry about this right now. I'm just working on my colored feathers and get this dark up in here. So this is how I block in the feathers. I really appreciate you watching my YouTube videos. If you'd like to see the complete step-by-step process of this painting, just go to the link in my description below to my blog and you'll see the complete step-by-step process. The address is also on the final frame of my YouTube video. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and you will receive an email every time I put up a new video. And I just thank you very, very much. And just, you have an absolutely great day. One of Jack's favorite sayings was, today is a great day to have a great day. So just do that. You know, it's all about attitude. When we first got together, he said, let's not have any bad days. We can have bad things happen to us, but it's all in how we react to that. We may not be able to control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. So you just don't have a bad day. Just make up your mind, whatever happens, you're going to make it a good day. So thanks again, and I will hope to see you again.